Okay, so we're going to take, not a break, I said a break, but we're going to do something a little bit different. We're going to do some sight reading. Before we do that, turn in your books to Unit 15, it says Modulation to the Subdominant. Excuse me. On page 195, you should see a progression. It says playing a chord progression that modulates to the subdominant. So subdominant is basically major 4, at least when it comes to a major key. I know that in minor, it is minor 4. And now I'm doubting all my theory knowledge, but anyways, basically whenever you modulate to subdominant, you're modulating to whatever 4 is in that key. Okay? So let's play through that chord progression really quickly, 15-1, okay? And then we're going to try doing it in G major as well on your own. I'm not going to walk you through that, but I want you to try it in G major at least. And if you feel bored, try the 3 other keys as well. Okay? Alright, so let's start. We're starting with a 1 chord in C, and then 5-7, so G7, C. Now technically that's 1, but now it's 5 in the next key, because then we have a 5-7 going to 1, going to 5, to 1. Hey, wasn't that nifty? Okay. You can try the other progressions on your own because I want to move on and get other things done. But in that, let's turn to page 199. We are going to sight read 15-8 and 15-9. There is no transposition at all, so ta-da. And then after that, we are going to go back and do some scales. But let's focus on these first. So let's start with 15-8. I'm going to give you guys a minute to look through it. Look for that modulation to the subdominant. By the end, we definitely should be in F major since we started in C major. But take 15 seconds to look through it. Okay, if you need any more time, pause right now. Okay, so you ready? Go ahead and put your hands where they go. This has some really awkward reaches in your left hand, so we're going to go very slow, and you want to be looking kind of for this motion, and then resetting your hand. You don't want to keep this like this. It's just really uncomfortable, and if you do it too much, you can do some sort of repetitive injury somewhere. So you kind of want to swing up. And you have the pedal to your advantage if you have it. If not, it can sound like that, and it's totally fine. Okay? So go ahead and put your hands where they're supposed to go. Okay, alright. So 1 and 2 and ready and go. And okay, alright. Kind of meant to just sight read through and then move right on. The idea with practicing these is we do have a sight read portion, so the more that you sight read now, the little bit that you do sight read each week are going to help you lead up to all of the sight reading and transposition and everything. Okay? Anyways, let's look at 15-9, the Minuet Excerpt. Okay? Take a minute to look through maybe a little bit longer than we did for the last one because we have a key signature and it's a little bit weirder. Not weirder, but a little more difficult rather. Okay? Okay, if you need more time, which you might go ahead and pause the video now. Okay, alright. So, very slow, the same thing. Watch out for the F sharps. I will try to call... Actually, wait a minute. No, we don't have any F sharps. I thought for sure we did. Okay, well that's good. You don't have to worry about that. Anyways, okay, so let's go ahead. We're in 3/4 this time, so I'll give you 2 measures. And we're going to go very slowly. Okay? Don't worry about articulation or anything like that. So, 1, 2, and 3, and 1, and ready, and go, and... Okay, alright, so if you feel like you want a challenge and you want to sight read through those, or not sight read, transpose those, then go right ahead. It's up to you. If not, then we already need to move on to the next video and we're going to do some scales.